with the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
And he gets a few on the punch forward.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play action, Mahomes. Finds his man, Gray. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. Hauled in by Gray. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Yellow.
The first carry now, Brashard Smith. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pass him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Smith will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on first down. More to come.
And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Rocco leading.
They'll stick with Achane. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the gun on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he has this down to the 34. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
1st and 10. That's a 34-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Street. Street. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught at the 4. There it is. Touchdown Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Line right. 43. 42.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Ripley. Hey, Ripley.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Yellow.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Easy. 15. Yellow. Yep. Right side.
Mahomes to throw for it. This is cut downfield by Rice. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
A gain of 39 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs.
15. Right side.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Yellow. Right side.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
They'll run it with Pacheco. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing from his own end zone. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
5-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working near his goal line. Out wide, it's Waddle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot. Quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys.
Yep.
But he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Dolphins 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go play action. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Ours go up. Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go going.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get 27 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. They've got first down here from the 36.
Yellow. Argo Willie. 15.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Attack.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Third down, it's Mahomes. This is caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Dribble it. Yellow. Right side.
It's a designed run from Mahomes. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, first and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Trying to throw this from the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Here he goes, third and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. It is caught at the 20. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Let's go. 70,
From the red zone on first. Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Flush down out to his left. Now he takes it. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 40-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5.
Come on, set.
Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down Miami. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go now.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Zone read, they hand it to Achane. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Dolphins 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brown with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10.
Yellow. Arsolani.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Play action, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Cut out left. And he'll go down here at the 16.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Attack!
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow. 180.
Another throw for Mahomes. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Butker knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Handoff running left. It's Achane. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Achane again. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Finds his back, Achane. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game.
Dolphins 21.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Brown with a return here. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Throwing on first down. Mahomes. He fires one deep down the right. Big gain downfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Mahomes on first and 10. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game.
Chiefs 31, Dolphins 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the fourth. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he is on third and short. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
At the 46-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Lofts it deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up second down. Throwing it again here. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. It's A-Chan on the inside give. That's the first down, and he's still going. Now he's past the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 4-point game here in the fourth. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brown with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs make over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Lone back gets the handoff. And called out one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down throw, Mahomes. They did it! He made the interception! Jack Jones has got it! And this is going to be a pick six. He is in for the Miami touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Brown with a return here. This makes it up to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10.
Yellow.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Yellow.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Third down, it's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's a Chiefs first down. This is Pacheco. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
I don't need to. 43! 43!
He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Chiefs first down.
Chiefs first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Mahomes. Screen here for Smith. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Chiefs needing 4 points. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yellow!
Running is Pacheco. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
To throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs jump in front late.
Kansas City.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
10 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
Brings up second.
They'll look to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Hits his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now to throw. escapes the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Clock is at 3 seconds, and we've got a timeout because 3 points is all that's needed to force that overtime frame. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's second and inches. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And this will not be caught, so their last chance heave to the end zone ends up on the ground. This game's over. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from